Why I choose Adam and Eve. There are several reasons for choosing Adam and Eve as an assignment topic. First, they are important figures in the Bible, representing the story of humanity's origins and original sin, with profound significance for cultural and religious contexts. Second, their story touches on many philosophical, moral, and psychological issues, such as free will and moral responsibility, that are still discussed in modern society. Finally, studying Adam and Eve can help us better understanding the nature of humanity and the meaning of human existence.
This is Adam, and this is Eve, who were the first people on earth. They lived in the Garden of Eden, which was a beautiful place that had everything they needed. Adam and Eve took care of the animals and could eat from any of the trees in the garden except for one. This was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and God told him not to eat from this tree. There were lots of animals in the garden, but the serpent was the most clever of all the wild animals. God had made him. One day he asked the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat the fruits from any of these trees in the garden?" Eve said that they were able to eat from all of the fruit trees except the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden. God said you must not eat or even touch it. If you do, you will die. "You won't die," said the serpent God. "Knows that as soon as you eat it, you will be like God, knowing both good and evil." The woman was convinced. She saw that the tree was beautiful and its fruit looked delicious, and she wanted the wisdom it would give her, so she took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, and he ate it too. At the moment, their eyes were open now, and they suddenly realized they weren't wearing clothes and were embarrassed, so they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When the cool evening breeze were blowing, Adam and Eve heard God walking about in the garden, so they hid from God among the trees. Then God called to Adam, "Where are you?" Adam said, "I heard you walking in the garden, so I hid. I was afraid, because I was naked." "Who told you that you were naked?" God asked. "Did you eat from the tree I told you not to eat from?" Adam said, "It was the woman he gave me who gave me the fruit, and I ate it." Then God asked Eve, "What have you done?" "The serpent tricked me." She replied that why I ate it. Then God punished the serpent by making it so he would crawl on his belly from then on. He told Eve, and she would have great pain in her life. Then God said to Adam that because he listened to Eve and did not obey what God had told him to do, his life would be very difficult. He would have to work hard to get food to eat. God said, "For you were made from dust, and to dust you will return." Then God made them clothing from the animals, but God knew that Adam and Eve could no longer live in the garden because of their sin, so he sent them away and closed up the garden.
The story of Adam and Eve seems to be a fable full of symbolism representing the human pursuit and taste of knowledge, free will, and responsibility. The story reminds us that even the possession of knowledge can come with a loss of purity and innocence, and that a choice comes with free will can also lead to negative consequences. In our daily lives, we can learn many lessons from this story. First of all, we should understand the importance of knowledge, but at the same time, we should also be aware of the responsibility that knowledge brings. Second, we should be careful about our choice and realize that each choice may affect our lives and the lives of others. Ultimately, This story reminds us to recognize our limitation and seek wisdom and guidance to avoid making the mistake of the past. Therefore, the story of Adam and Eve can serve as a guide in our lives, helping us face challenges and choice more wisely and live in a more responsible way.